Welcome to another playthrough with Voldable Meteor. This time we're gonna stay with the whole thief theme. Sorry. A little too early for this morning. And play the Raven. But this time I think we're being a policeman from Switzerland. I'm not too sure. So let's start the gameplay. I should have subtitles on. Fingers crossed. Audio, subtitles, English, cool. And yes, I'm using a gamepad because I don't have very much desk space. Because I haven't yet got a microphone stand. So I'm busy propping it up. And having me swing around on a keyboard and mouse. You'll hear everything, so let's start the game. Chapter 1. I'll try to stay quiet in the cutscenes and the talking. Very dramatic. The music is very loud. Yo.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold?
Must be somewhere in London.
Harold? Harold? You hear me? This is no time for fun and games.
Shh! Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
what?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
Already definite. It just blows people up. Must be Switzerland. Or Austria, I would say. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Well, I did go around Europe a couple of years back. So... It's very cinematic actually. It's quite cool. Whole graphics. And it's sort of like an opening to a movie. Like seeing all the characters.
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
You're funny. But you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Who is he?
What's your name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although, I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels.
Yeah, if I go quiet when they're talking, it's just that I'm concentrating, just seeing what they're
You do
saying.
know these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police. But it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
What should I choose? What's going on here, or I would like to help.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the
Damn
rest
it.
of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
He's on a holiday, he's searching for something, he's guarding something. Searching for
I
someone.
think you're looking for someone.
You're just guessing. If I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
whatever's
I
inside the
really
safe.
couldn't say. But it must be very important.
Why is that?
Because you are very important. They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume that we really are transporting something very important on this train. And let's assume that it really is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
Don't arouse attention, it's a trap. More than one man necessary.
You don't want to arouse attention.
Évident, but why not?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. Get along fine without you.
You won't.
Won't. Pardonnez-moi.
I can help. And I will help. You're in my country. And I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do. Whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zelna. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
Well, he's very sure of himself.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa! It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Help us more.
This morning, I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
Piece of paper. Very good. Wise to open your inventory. Open your inventory again, select sandwich, paper, and then press B to examine it. I am pressing B.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket. Still,
Okay.
I'd prefer not to have to carry them all day.
Of course, you could use the items inside your inventory.
The napkin came with the croissant I bought at the train station. A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either. Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat. Every table has its own wastebasket.
Yeah, I want to get rid of it.
Practical. No need to ever leave your seat. Every table has...
Yeah. Get rid of it. So,
All right. We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
I can second guess that one.
Would you be so kind as to close the window? I don't want to sit in the dark. Oh, pardon me.
That must come into play.
The Vicarage in the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
I don't want to open the window. Turn around. I want to turn around. Thank you. Right, before we talk to him, I'll end the episode here and then join back in the next episode to see what he has to say. If he has to say anything, except close the window.